Most people spend their lives guessing, reacting, and hoping things work out. But those who truly win, they anticipate moves before they happen. They don't wait, they prepare. And after today, so will you. The hack, the prediction loop method. What if I told you that most people are running on autopilot, following the same behavioral script again and again without realizing it? Many believe behavior is random. It's not. Every choice, every reaction, every movement, it follows a hidden pattern. And once you know how to crack that code, you won't just predict what people are about to do. You'll be able to guide their decisions before they even realize they're making one. I call this a prediction loop method because it focuses on recognizing behavioral loops, the repetitive cycles people fall into during conversations, decisions, and interactions. Most are unaware of these loops, but not you, not after today, because now you'll start spotting the patterns others are blind to. Once you get this down, you won't just react to the moment. You'll already know what's coming. And when you know what's coming, you don't follow, you lead. Step 1. Decode their baseline, the key to instant profiling. The secret to predicting behavior isn't magic. It's observation. The first step? Understanding their baseline. You can't predict someone's next move until you know they're normal, how they act when they're relaxed, unguarded, just being themselves. Why is this crucial? Because the moment their behavior strays from that baseline, it signals a shift. Most people overlook these subtle changes because they're too focused on what's being said. Huge mistake. Words can lie, but micro-expressions, tone, and body language, they're raw and real. Here's how to apply it. 1. Observe their default behavior. Everyone has a natural rhythm, how they speak, move, and react when comfortable. Do they talk fast or slow? Use lots of hand gestures or stay still? Speak smoothly or with choppy phrases? 2. Read their body language. Are they typically laid back or animated? Do they lean in or keep space? 3. Notice facial expressions. Some people naturally smile when they speak. Others stay more neutral. Watch what feels normal for them. Why it matters. Once you know their baseline, any deviation becomes obvious, like noticing when someone suddenly changes their walking rhythm. Your mind picks up on the shift instinctively, and that's what you're training it to do with behavior. Next, look for the subtle shifts, the micro changes that give away internal tension. Most people don't say what they feel, but their body tells the truth. Speech changes. Someone normally confident suddenly stumbles. Their mindset shifted. Blinking and eye contact. Increased blinking, darting eyes, or breaking eye contact. It signals discomfort or deceit. Posture and fidgeting. Weight shifts, adjusting clothes, touching the face. That's stress, indecision, or deception talking. Voice tone. A sudden pitch change, too high, soft, or tense. That's their real emotion breaking through before words catch up. Why it works. Once someone's baseline is locked in, their deviations scream at you, even if they try to hide them. You'll notice when something is off, detect lies, and predict unspoken decisions. That gives you the edge, and they'll never see it coming. Step 2. Spot the trigger point, the moment before they act. People think they make decisions in the moment, but the decision starts before the action does. Every move is triggered by a thought, feeling, or external cue. And once you recognize these trigger points, you'll start predicting behavior before it happens. Here's what to look for. 1. Micro-expressions. These are fast, involuntary facial reactions that flash emotions before a person masks them. A flicker of anger before a polite smile. They disagree but won't admit it. A quick eyebrow raise. They're intrigued but don't want to show it. A flash of disgust. They're pretending to like something they don't. These signals last fractions of a second. But when you learn to see them, you'll always know the truth behind the mask. 2. Breathing shifts. People breathe differently when they're lying, hesitating, or preparing to act. Shallow breathing equals anxiety or deception. A deep breath equals preparing to make a big decision. Holding their breath before speaking, they're about to say something important or dishonest. 3. Pre-action cues. Watch the body before the move. Eyes glance at the person they expect support from. Weight subtly shifts before someone argues or leaves. Scratching the neck, touching the face, Signs they're weighing options, even when pretending they've made up their mind. Why this matters. The human mind works in sequence. Subconscious reactions, microexpressions, body shifts. Preaction cues, eye movements, stance adjustments. Conscious action, speaking, moving, deciding. Most only catch step 3. But you'll start spotting steps 1 and 2 before anyone even moves. That turns you from a reactor into a predictor. And that's where the power lies. Step 3. Predict the influence. Control the outcome before it happens. When you see the move before it happens, you don't react. You take control. This final step is where real influence begins. Not just knowing behavior, but shaping it. 1. Anticipate reactions before they're spoken. People react to tone, posture, and emotion, often before you even finish speaking. Watch for subtle defense signs, crossed arms, tension, shifting away. Before they resist, soften your tone. I know this might sound different, but I'm curious what you think. That keeps their mind open instead of defensive. 2. Use pre-framing to guide decisions. If you sense resistance, don't confront it, redirect it. If you were in my shoes, what would you do? This forces their brain to see your perspective, without pushing them into defense mode. You're guiding them without them realizing it, and they'll think it was their idea all along. 3. Disrupt negative patterns. When you sense a negative response forming, break it early. Shift the topic briefly. Change your posture or tone. Pause before replying. This disrupts their internal loop and resets the energy of the conversation. Why it works. The brain craves patterns. The more you train it, the more it starts recognizing and adjusting automatically. You'll begin to predict and control responses in real time, without effort. The final transformation, becoming unreadable yourself. Now that you can read everyone else, your final challenge is this. Become unreadable. When people can't predict your next move, you become the wild card, the one they can't manipulate or control. Change your patterns on purpose. Master the art of the still, neutral face. Stay silent and confident. It makes others uncomfortable and exposes their intent. When you can read everyone but no one can read you, you become the one who holds the real power. At this stage, you don't just respond to behavior. You guide it, shape it, control it effortlessly. Final challenge. Turn knowledge into skill. Knowing isn't enough. To master this, you need to train. Start today. Step 1. Observe someone's baseline. Watch their tone, volume, posture, pace. Learn their normal. Step 2. Identify trigger points. Look for micro-emotions, hesitation, or subtle stress. Step 3. Predict their move. Make a guess. Will they agree? Change their mind? Pull back? Keep practicing. You may miss it first, but your accuracy will sharpen fast. Eventually, it'll feel like you're reading minds. And when that happens, you won't just navigate life, you'll control it.